The year is 2005, the RAZR phone has officially taken over, but you've been stuck with this brick. And while everyone was jealous of your games of Snake, they would point and laugh at that lack of foldability. That is, until you walk in with this. So inside this box is a Dolce & Gabbana RAZR from 2005, and I honestly didn't even know this collaboration existed, and I also don't think I've ever owned anything Dolce & Gabbana in my life, and definitely didn't think that an old flip phone was going to be my first purchase from them. But when I saw this, I knew I had to get it, cause one, it was cheap as fuck, and two, we've got the original box and paperwork that came with this back in the day, though obviously it's been through the ringer a little bit. But not only will we be taking a look at this today, but we are also gonna see if we can get into a Dolce & Gabbana boutique for a photo shoot. So stay tuned to see if we can make that happen. But definitely leave a like and subscribe if you're into these just odd finds. But now let's take a look at this thing. First of all, we gotta acknowledge this box. A freaking golden box? That is just screaming living a life of luxury right there. And we've got both the Dolce & Gabbana and Motorola logo. And this isn't actually the original RAZR. This is the V3i, which we'll talk about more later. And then on the back here, we have the tech specs. But again, we'll touch on that later. But let's open it up and check this out. It actually pushes the other side out even if you only push one side. That is just so cool. We love a good unboxing experience. And all this in 2005? Pretty nice. But on one side we have the phone, and again, calm yourself, we'll get to it. And then on this side is the paperwork and accessories. And now let's see what exactly is on this side. Lift it on up. The experience just keeps getting fancier. And we've got a couple of compartments. Firstly, remember when every device came with this to run on your computer? This one says it is Motorola Phone Tools, which again just allows you to connect the phone to your computer at the time. And in with the CD is a cleaning cloth that is actually Dolce & Gabbana branded, and then a quick start guide, again Dolce & Gabbana specific. And then inside the bigger compartment, this is just wild. First the CD, and now this. God, these manuals back in the day. Just a little light reading, I guess. But while the cover is Dolce & Gabbana branded, the manual is just generically for the V3i. Then we have our charging cable, battery, SD card adapter, our 1-year product warranty, which I don't think is valid anymore, and another relic of the past, a booklet that has an authorized list of service centers that are licensed to handle Motorola phones. And after looking at it, these are all India-based service centers, which I will touch on why that might be in a little bit. But now, let's finally get into this bad boy. This is the Motorola RAZR V3i Dolce & Gabbana edition. All gold all around, brushed metal front with the secondary screen and bigger glass panel that was seen in the V3i, and we have the Dolce & Gabbana logo on the back. And another very distinct design feature, not only of this phone, but of the RAZR phones in general at the time, the little charm you could add, this one coming with the classic DG logo. And open it on up. Looking good. Oh my god, it still even has the blue film over the Motorola logo. I mean, we gotta. But will it power on? Doesn't look like it. But let's see if this charges up and we'll get back here. So here's the thing, it doesn't really work. At first it would show a white screen or the Motorola logo, then shut off. I tested both batteries and an extra one I had lying around, still nothing. I did eventually get the charging logo to appear and I left it for a while. By the way, the Motorola logo actually lights up, which I think is pretty cool. But it would, again, power on to a white screen and then do nothing. Kinda sucks, but I did go back and look at the original listing I bought it from, and it did say the phone didn't work, so yeah. That's my bad. Maybe that's why it was so cheap. But let me still give you a rundown of what the V3i was capable of. Firstly, a whopping 1.2 megapixel camera with video capture capability. Again, I wish I could show that off. It has Bluetooth 1.0 support, micro SD card support up to 512 megabytes. And something I wish we were able to see is if this phone has iTunes on it. Cause yep, some of the Motorola V3i's shipped with a dumbed down version of iTunes. And you all know how much I love iTunes, though I think this one in particular was just for music playback. And really, there isn't much of a difference software-wise between this and the original V3i. Really, the only difference I saw when I was researching was that the Dolce & Gabbana background came on this one. So other than that, it was all looks, really. But you know, guys, I do have something to confess. I actually have no idea if this thing is legit or not. There's a number of knockoffs online, but I rarely came across ones that had the box too, which is what made me grab this one. And if you look up more about this phone, there were supposedly only 1,000 made, and they're all supposed to be numbered, but just generally there is little official documentation on this phone. I did find one online that actually does have a printed number edition on it that is going for $500. But this is the only picture I was able to find of any of these phones that actually had a number on it. So again, not entirely sure what is real and what's not. And I will say that some stuff does seem a little off about this guy, mainly the paneling. Like, all the panels on here are kind of a different shade of gold pretty much. But if you do look at this alleged original online, it also has some weird color paneling going on too. So yeah, not really sure. But then there's the box, which does seem legit to me, especially with the opening mechanism. I just feel like a knockoff wouldn't go through that type of effort. And then also with the branded manual it comes with too, and the cleaning cloth, I just wouldn't think a knockoff would go that far, especially in 2005. Then again, all the service centers were based in India, but also the few times I got it to power down, it gave me this audio clip.
Dolce Gabbana.
So at the end of the day, I'm not really sure what to think of this, legit or not, but either way, it's definitely unique, and I will always accept another RAZR into my collection, but that potential of it being fake is not going to stop me from trying to get a legit photo shoot with this guy. Oh, yo, Editing Colton here to tell you that I think I figured out this mystery. So I mean, obviously it could be a reshell, but aside from that, after the release of the initial 1,000 limited edition units, they did end up releasing a more consumer-friendly budget version of this phone, which is why there isn't a number on this one, because this is just the mass market version. Oh, and by the way, this was the price difference between the two. That's crazy. But now let's get back to see if we can get to this Dolce & Gabbana shoot. So part of the beauty of living in New York when you're filming videos like this is that there are actually a number of Dolce & Gabbana boutiques. So I'm gonna call them up and see if they'll let me come in and take some photos. I hate doing like this, but I need to let them know that I'm not like a prank YouTuber or anything like that. I mean, ideally, I would love if they put me in some Dolce & Gabbana, but you know, one step at a time.
Dolce Gabbana RAZR store and speaking, how can I assist?
Hi, I'm looking for someone who might be able to help me with like an odd appointment request.
For you or for somebody else?
It would be for me. I recently came into or obtained a Dolce & Gabbana Motorola RAZR from 2005, and I was wondering if it's at all possible to come in and shoot the phone in the boutique at all.
No, we don't allow to take any pictures or videos.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so no luck there. I kind of figured as much.
Thank you for calling Bergdorf Goodman. This is speaking. How may I help you? Take your name and number and have someone call you back so you can cover all those details as well.
Yeah, that would be great.
Sounds really fun, really cool. So we'll definitely give you a call back.
Awesome, thank you so much. Nice, so they're gonna give me a call back. Please, please have this work out. Psych! Yeah, I never heard back from them. But that definitely didn't stop me from grabbing one of my photography buddies, wearing some of my best attire, and showcasing this thing as luxuriously as I can. I love ending some of these product showcases with something a little fun and creative, and this one might be my favorite we've done yet. Be sure to check out my Instagram if you want to see the photos from this pseudo Dolce & Gabbana shoot. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks for watching.